So this ongoing saga we call Photo Share is started. What is it? 22nd? Yeah, September 22nd, 2019. Let me go ahead and share the um, share the link in the um, Facebook group and over on YouTube. I'll do it on the YouTube chat and get there. So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully, a few people joining in here. My channel, how about that? All right, so I'll go ahead and post that in the chat for that. So it's you go to YouTube. Well, know that if you're already there. So yep, do that and post it over in Facebook. Yep. So yeah, another busy week here at Photo Share Central. Lots of stuff going on with work and just general stuff, and it's still summer. Yeah, it is definitely definitely summer here. Pulled off a little bit the last couple of days in the evening, but it's supposed to get warm again the next week or so. I guess we're officially into fall, but wouldn't know it. There. So, going well. I'm looking for, I sent myself an email with a story I wanted to talk about. I've got to find it here. Do that. I'll find that and I can talk about that because it's kind of interesting. We talked about the subject of that story a little while ago. I think we're good. Hey, there's James. Hey, James.
It's not very loud.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I've been blabbering to myself, and nobody is hearing it. How you doing?
You'll see me look over I've got my laptop here with my
Okay.
recorder, and I'm watching the Carolinas.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
But that volume's turned down.
Okay, good. So, looks like you're in recuperating position there. Did you have knee surgery?
No.
Okay.
I'll go to see the doctor on Thursday, the 26th, to see what where we go from there.
Okay.
But I'm just in my recliner in the living room.
Oh, okay. All right. I saw you kind of reclining there. I was like, uh-oh, maybe you had your surgery in your...
No, this is my seat in my living room. Then it's like I've got my TV right in front of me.
Okay.
Over there, my TV's on a swivel. So if I sit there, I just swivel it round to that side.
Okay, that's nice. So you're watching the Carolina Panthers playing?
Yeah, I like the quarterback. He's doing very good. So hopefully Cam Newton will be off.
Mm-hmm. So they're playing, that means they're playing, who are they playing?
Arizona.
Arizona, okay. Yeah, so Joe might be interested. Well, he lives in Arizona, but he's more of a LA Rams fan. That's his
right.
That's his
what
team.
About the other guy who lives, he does the cars. He lives in Arizona.
Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. He is there too. He's in Joe is in South Phoenix, and I think Pat is in North Phoenix. Hey, and we got the dude. Hey, the dude. The dude abides. How's it going, Frank?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Hey, guys.
Good. Wes, I had I guess it's a serendipitous moment. A little like 2 hours ago, I was watching your latest your response to what was his name, MM or whatever. And you were doing that, and I was cleaning records, and you talked about the Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus. So I was like, I know I've heard that before. So I started playing it on Rune, And then right as you said, he asked what the record that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right as you were saying the Thompson Twins, I actually literally had that album cleaning. That particular moment was kind of funny because I was working through the teas because I started cleaning my Tom Petty albums, and then so they were right there, so it was kind of funny.
Nice.
Hey, into the gap.
Am I the only one who doesn't have a record player?
What's that?
Am I the only one who does not have a
I
record
don't
player?
think James does.
I don't have a record player.
You do?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I got rid of
I
it
don't feel
years
so
ago
bad.
when I emigrated to Canada.
Okay.
I got rid of all my albums as well.
Yeah.
Back then, you could take a lot of luggage on the flights. Now, you have to pay for it all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you used to be able to. Well, Southwest is really the only airline that lets you bring anything without charge. They allow you 2 bags, I think, plus a carry-on on
Yeah.
Southwest. So that's a good. That's good if you have if you need to take bags. But yeah, you used to be able to just bring as much as you wanted almost.
Yeah, when I went to Canada, it was in '82.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very restrictive now. It's you got to plan ahead, especially if you're not flying Southwest. We try to fly Southwest as much as we can if it makes sense from a schedule and cost standpoint. Because you get the 2 bags per person, which is nice when you're going and you're shipping back albums and beer and all that fun stuff. You can bring an extra bag and fill it up with all the stuff that you didn't have when you went there. Wherever you're visiting, you just fill up with all your souvenirs and stuff and send it back.
So why did they end up raising the price for the luggage? Is it to counter the price of fuel, or?
It's just It's just a way to add extra fees, I think.
You have to be careful because if you get certain flights, let's say like it excludes the luggage, you have to pay for it, and you can't pick a seat. If you go the next level, it includes everything, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Hi, Dennis.
Really?
How you doing?
Good. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think from a pricing standpoint, Delta, American, United, or they're kind of in the same general range. Everybody's different depending on the cities. And Southwest is pretty comparable too, for the cities they compete in. But the Southwest is just determined that they can 2 bags, because most people don't bring 2 bags. It's maybe 1 bag and a check. So
Think about this. Then I was checking American Airlines, right? I can go one way with air miles,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just pay for one way. To come back the other way cost me nearly $2,000. To go return cost me $1,400.
Yeah.
So if I use my air miles, I pay twice as much.
Uh-huh.
Different.
Well,
That's not.
they've come up with all kinds of creative ways to get you for your money. For sure. That is for sure. So, well, just like with anything, photography, they come up with these. I found the story I was talking about. Remember we were talking about what was it, a month or 2 ago, about the Phase 1, the new mega. It was a full frame or a 4x5 frame camera or something supposedly, and it was $57,000.
Wow.
So they've actually got some images from it now, so that's kind of interesting. We can talk about that. But Ruben Wu, anybody ever follow him? He's on, I guess it's YouTube. It's a channel I wasn't aware of. By taking it to Bolivia for his Lux Noctis project. So I don't know. So we can talk about that. But yeah, talk about expensive. $57,000 camera. That's even more expensive than turntables, Wes.
It's not as expensive as you would think, though. You think, oh, gee, a 4x5 digital camera, you'd think that would be like 6 digits or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. 57. I get it's expensive, but yeah, it's in the realm of things. There's lots of things that are a lot smaller than cost a lot more, I guess. And in a few years, it'll drop. Probably in the next 5 or 10 years. I think the large format sensors are just gonna are going to drop in price too. So maybe they'll be 10,000 instead of 57,000. I don't know.
Would you buy one?
For a 4x5
At 10 grand?
in 10 years, 5 to 10 years, I have to be in a little different place financially, or be in a better place financially, which means I'd be closer to retirement. So I could probably, I might do that. Have to start saving today though. Just add that little envelope and start putting a little bit of money in each month and put that goal. But I don't know. I think I would. I mean, if it was $10,000 now compared to, full frame, DSLRs or mirrorless being a nominal, not basically $3,000, right? I mean, for a good full frame, 35 millimeter full frame is $3,000. Yeah, I'd probably pay, if I had the money, I wouldn't have any trouble paying $10,000 for a 4x5 digital at this point. 57, no, probably not. But based on the price versus the size of the sensor, yeah, I mean that would be a reasonable jump. And in 10 years,
4 inch by 5 inch, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be the key. Is
because right now you can get a combo or a Cambo.
Mm-hmm.
With the front and rear standards, all you just do is buy a back for it, like a Hasselblad back.
Yeah.
And you get all your 4x5 movements that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see here. The Phase One XT, which I think is a 4x. Yeah, I think it is a 4x5. I'm pretty sure. Powerful and portable, it says. Crafted for you. Well, that makes sense.
Slide it right in your pocket.
Yeah. Usability at the forefront for a delightful shooting experience.
I'm looking at my profile here. I'm looking at my profile. Can you see the game with the reflection in my glasses? Well,
Yeah,
right now,
yeah, actually, I can look down. Okay, yeah, I just saw.
right now.
Well, now that you mention it, that's all I can see now is the gaming glasses. And before you mentioned it, I couldn't see it at all.
Hey, Jimmy, did you get your knee fixed?
No, I've got the appointment on the 26th. I have to go back to see the surgeon. Then, depending on what happens, it depends on how I result. If he's going to take me back in and fix it, his mistakes, great. If he doesn't, I'm going to talk to a lawyer.
Right.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to sue him. I just want my knee fixed. And if it intends, great, I have to take him to court, then that's it. Take him to court.
Yeah.
But I don't know which way it's going to go. Because when I stand up, I still slip. And then when I get up off this chair, I always lean to my right to take the pressure off my left leg. And when I get up on the floor, it's the same way. So I had two second opinions, and they said there's something wrong with my knee still. So I'm going back to see the original doctor, the surgeon, Pauline down here. So she'll come with me and see how it goes. So I'm giving them a second chance. If it don't work out, I'm going to talk to a lawyer.
Yeah. Give them an opportunity to fix things, I guess.
Well, I look at it this way: give them a second chance. If it doesn't work, then do the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I go with a lawyer and that, they're going to say to me, "Did you give him a second chance?" And I can say, "Yes, I did."
Yeah. That's a reasonable way to do it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Well, I'm pouring a pint, so.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's going well then.
Not too bad, yeah. Not too bad.
Getting ready.
Joe, Arizona's losing.
Yeah, Arizona is. I'm supposed to be at that game. I just decided not to go. It was going to put, it was okay. Watch Arizona and Carolina. Are you kidding me? So, and then the Rams are playing tonight. So I didn't want to even come close to missing any of the Rams games. So,
gotta have your priorities.
You gotta have your priorities straight. Yeah.
Well, let's share. I found the screen, the Phase One. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at this thing, but I'm going to share this screen because this is kind of interesting. What am I doing? Screen one. I think I figured this out. Allow. Hey, you guys can see that? Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. It just automatically lines all of us up top to bottom and puts that in there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is $57,000.
Oh, nice.
151 megapixels.
I've
So
got 2 of them.
it's got a 15 f-stop range.
That's pretty good.
Sensitivity 50 to 25.6. They got looks like they've got they've got different regular, than they've got an achromatic and trichromatic. Huh.
Oh, you guys haven't seen this? I've got mine on order.
Oh, okay. We expect a full review.
Wes thought he was big shot with his new lens. I got this.
Yeah. Active.
You can stick it on your dash of your rig and use it as a dash cam.
Yeah. One hell of a dash cam, isn't it?
So
What's this camera black and white only?
it looks like the one in the middle here, the achromatic, is black and white.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is color. This one, a breathtaking detail, and then this one says infinite possibilities and pristine color, but it's a smaller. That's like a 4 by. No, it's like a 3 by 4 by 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
This is about a 5. This is like a 4.7 inches by 3.5. So almost
Yeah,
a 5. 4 by
like a 6 by 4.5 format looks like.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is going to send depth of field all over the place.
okay, so it says 16-bit opticolor sensor, 5-year warranty. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, so $57,000, I guess, for it has Rodenstock lenses.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
you
how much
need.
is the lens on top of the 57,000?
Yeah,
Probably around 2,500.
yeah, I would say yeah.
That wouldn't
a
be
few
too bad.
$1,000 a lens. I don't know.
So you can use any large format lens then, yeah? Is it standard front?
Looks like X shutter is an integrated and electronically controlled shutter, so it's a leaf shutter. It looks like, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the lens. Yeah, has
Yeah.
to be.
Yep. Want to be the first to know? Yeah. So that looks interesting.
That's how they keep the price down, by putting the shutter in the lens.
Yeah. Yep. You just pay for each lens.
Yeah, instead of 57,000, it's only 56.
Yeah. You got a 23 millimeter 5.6, a 32 millimeter f4, and a 70 millimeter 5.6.
Nice.
So that's nice little range there.
Hey, Joe, they got a touchdown.
I know. I'm watching that. Yeah, they scored it on the other side of the.
Joe, you multitasking?
That's on the other side from my seats. I'm on the other end zone, so
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't go to this game, man.
Yeah.
Well, Panthers needed to have a win because they're down 2 games already.
Yeah, this is actually in your country, huh? This is your part of the world, huh?
Yeah, they're playing aren't they at Carolina right now?
No, they're here,
Hmm.
but it's Carolina. I just forgot. Yeah, Jimmy's you're in the Carolinas, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was just remembering it. And they're doing all this with their backup quarterback. So it's 35-20 right now, man.
He's
They're
doing really well. So I'm hoping he stays as the quarterback.
well, yeah. I haven't heard about how long Cam Newton's going to be out, but who knows? You know,
What happened to him? Knee?
his foot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there we go. So yeah, the Phase 1 XT at 57,000. Says field camera with 150 megapixels of firepower. So this guy, Ruben Wu, took it to Bolivia. So these are like salt flats, must be somewhere in Bolivia.
I it's remarkable to me because I think about if I'm in that Rubens position, like they just gave you, and it's probably one of just a handful of cameras.
Yeah, yeah, there's
out
probably-
there,
It's
and
like-
you know the value of this thing. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, you know?
That's fully insured, I'm sure.
Yeah, insured, but yeah, you know,
Mhm.
it's a matter of, yeah, if I want to ensure that I get another opportunity, I better take care of this bad boy, otherwise no
Now
charge.
the problem is, it's not. They say it's a field camera, but it doesn't look like you can do any movements with it. I mean, that's
Well, what is its prime purpose then?
They didn't say mobile.
it's just a 4x5 digital camera. Basically, it doesn't look like you can do any perspective shifting or anything like that.
How do you focus this thing? Is there a bellows or what?
No, it's
Or the lens is
it's got a view screen. Yeah,
I have to admit,
a pop-out LCD screen. Yeah.
No, but what mechanism do you use to focus?
while turning the pages.
Yeah.
Probably just manual focus, maybe.
Yeah.
I would.
Because if it's using a traditional 4x5, there is no focusing mechanism
Yeah.
within the lens. It's got to be bellows.
Yeah,
The standard has got to move forward and back.
but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Well, I don't think you'll be using any shift tilt anytime soon on this one.
Probably not.
Or maybe they're new lenses by Rodenstock where they actually have the focusing
Yeah,
built into it.
yeah.
Some sort of helo cord or something.
There's no other camera that looks like it. I believe that using tools which look and work differently than what everyone else is doing can encourage new ideas. So by using a camera that's $57,000, I better be able to take a damn good picture. I'm pushed to think differently about the photography I'm creating. Yeah, with a $57,000 camera, you better be.
You know, you can say that with anything. If I gave every one of you a $20 Holga, you would be forced to think differently about your photography.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 20. Yeah.
Oh,
It all depends on the photographer taking the picture.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Though. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where it's going. I mean, this is the first of hopefully many. You know, I mean, it's a small market, that's for sure. I mean, what percentage of what's the worldwide market for something like this? A few thousand? I mean, I
was
don't
thinking
know.
hundreds, but yeah, you're probably right. The
Landscape photographers, that type of thing. I mean,
architecture.
yeah. I couldn't think more than 4,000 or 5,000. You know, that type of thing. I mean, it's a pretty small community.
Yeah, and once you're doing steady work, this is going to be a renter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might be its thing. You rent it for $1,000, $1,000 a day or something like that, or whatever it
And I
is.
bet they make you take insurance out on it as well.
Yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, if the market, it shows that the technology's there. It's just a matter of cost, really. So
Yeah. Cost. Yeah.
that's just that small matter of money.
Yeah. Just the smell. But I mean, haven't Hasselblads been worth this kind of cash for a long time? I mean,
some of the digital ones were at 30,000, 30, 40,000, something like that.
yeah. I mean,
I think
it's
the most expensive one was the over 100 megapixel, which is around 40 grand.
Yeah.
But it does come with a lens.
Yeah.
To do
I think they're stretching it a bit, calling this a travel camera.
well, you can travel with it. I mean, you can travel with it
it will fit in a plane, yeah.
about the same way you can travel with my 27-inch iMac. You know, they do make travel cases for these things, and then you can call it a travel computer,
Oh, you see
a portable computer.
yeah, you see those those guys
Exactly.
in the airport. I mean, they're probably tech guys moving systems and stuff around. I mean, they've got those and photographers, those Pelican cases,
Yeah,
hard
right,
cases, and
right.
they're super packed, and they just they ship them. It's either a smaller carry-on or it's just a checked baggage. So
It's a damn smooth beer, man. This Coronado Brewing. It's an Orange Ave wit. It's damn nice right now, man.
That's interesting.
We're cooling down here. We're only 100 degrees today. Well, 99. We're not actually technically triple digits right now. Yeah.
That's sweatshirt.
99.
Parkas.
Yeah.
Oh, This is my wool lined tank top right now, man.
Mark, what was that beer you were talking about last week?
The sour beer.
Oh, the sours. Yes. Did you go out and get one, Dennis?
No, Jimmy, can you translate? What's a sour beer?
I don't know.
IPA?
I don't know either. There you go.
What's a sour beer? A beer
That is funny, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going for another one. Dear God.
Last week, I never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, Jim, you've got you've got breweries in your area. Go to one of the local breweries and ask them if they have a sour ale, and they probably do.
I don't like much of their beer because I'm not really a big beer drinker. I like a Bud Light. That's my
Okay.
default beer. When I go into these places with friends, I look it up and go, I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. A Bud Light will do me.
Okay.
That is funny, isn't it, Mark? I mean, we don't think about it. We just these things just have happened. And yeah, a sour beer, they're like, what in the F are you talking about, a sour beer? I am not going to put that, you know what I'm saying, anywhere around my mouth. Like,
I'm not going to drink that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that in the most English way. What in the F?
Yeah, Jimmy, they're talking about sour beer last week, and I goes, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah. Pardon? Like, I do watch a lot of, BBC, Jimmy, you know.
Joe's working on his accent right now. He's working on his accent.
Yeah, I'm working on my. I've got this amazing glass, man. It's the best beer mug ever. I swear, I love this thing. IKEA find, man. IKEA. Well, it's not quite British, but it's
It's close.
closer than here.
Okay.
It's close.
Close.
I think
That
you should,
part of the world.
I think you should find one of those sour beers and send one to everyone.
Yeah.
What do you need? Light and bitter, Jimmy.
What's that?
Light and bitter. Pint of light and bitter.
Yeah.
What would blow your mind?
Usually I drink a lager when I'm over there.
That's it. Yep.
It would blow your mind to get one of these sour beers, and they're just fruity. They're not
I'll tell you,
even.
Joe, I'm going to make time. I'm going to find one, and I'll have a taste. Yeah.
What about salty beer, Dennis? Have you had salty beer?
No.
Goes
Oh,
What's salty beer?
Gose.
It's like
Yeah.
tangy, salty,
Real light bodied,
yeah, real light bodied, kind
low
of
ABV, just
yeah, it's like a summer.
good lawnmower beers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, 'cause that's the refreshing thing about no charge. That's the refreshing thing about
enjoying that.
meeting about meeting people that don't necessarily drink a lot or drink often. Because the beer world is just advancing almost as fast as technology, right, Mark? It's like we kept getting more and more new styles all the time. And
I think I think a good Gose or sour would be the perfect beer to enjoy while you're perusing these $57,000 cameras. If you drink enough of them, then you might just be tempted to hit the buy button.
yeah, I don't think you would want to be having a nice imperial barrel aged anything, because that would definitely affect your judgment while handling said camera and possibly purchasing said camera.
Yeah.
I mean, can you have a Visa card that's valued 50,000? Because I think mine are only maximum 25.
Yeah, you use your Amex. American Express doesn't have a limit. You can buy
Yeah, you can get what is it, the titanium, or is that the titanium card or whatever? Yeah,
Apple Card. You can get the Apple Card there, Jimmy.
Yeah, buying it is easy. Explaining the bill to your wife when it comes in, that's a bit more.
the easy part's buying it. It's afterwards that you've got to figure out how you're going to justify it.
Yeah.
But honey, it'll make me a better photographer. It'll make me a better photographer. See, I can put nice pictures up on the wall over here.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Or you just guilt them, like, aren't you going to support me? I mean,
Aren't you going to support me in my hobby?
I mean, just.
But just in case Simmy's watching, did you find out if it's waterproof?
I haven't seen anything about it being weather sealed. Yeah.
That's extra.
What is being what is
This this phase 1 camera.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because he often drops cameras in water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned it. He mentioned it last week in one of the images he posted that he got splashed by a wave and he had to dry off his camera. And I'm like, oh, that's just salt water and electronics do not mix. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
salty water. Yeah.
I was watching a video. I think it's Internet Historian on YouTube, and was discussing a prank put out by 4chan talking about how the new iPhone was waterproof when it really wasn't, and all these people were bricking their cameras as they were trying out how to see how waterproof their iPhones were.
Yeah, that's an expensive one there.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they went on to explain how you could charge it up in 10 seconds by sticking it in the microwave.
And people believe this.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's the
Oh
scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
No
not a
one,
whole lot, but there was enough to make it really humorous to see all these iPhones catching on fire in microwaves.
They are waterproof, but they're not. Can't charge it up in a microwave.
Yeah, I think you have to download the underwater app for the iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an app for that, right, Dennis? Yeah,
There is an app called the underwater app. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, they're only like waterproof. Like, what do they say, Wes? Is it like 25 feet?
30 minutes for 3 meters or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad. 3 meters down to around 9 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 feet. I mean, 1 atmosphere, isn't that about it? Yeah. Yeah. For a few minutes. Yeah. So in other words, you
Yeah,
can drop it in the pool in the shallow end, and as long as you get it out within a few minutes, you're probably okay.
Yeah, you're okay. Right. Yeah, that's or like a lot of people do, they drop them in the toilet, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're bold enough, you can reach in there and go get that sucker, and you're okay.
Get it right back out. Yeah.
The
That happened to a friend of
phone
mine.
will survive. I'm not sure how your feelings are going to be afterwards, but
No, I did have a waterproof phone once. It was made by Land Rover. It was a Land Rover phone. Yeah, they showed you a Land Rover driving over it, and then they dropped it in a fish tank and left it in there for 20 minutes, and then they phoned it up and it rang underwater.
Wow.
huh.
So it sounds like the Land Rover phone was more reliable than the Land Rover vehicle.
Yeah.
So did the phone break down every 15 miles?
This iPhone's waterproof. I just don't put it in water, and that's how that works.
Yeah.
You know.
so
That's what I
how,
like about Pentec camera bodies. They don't say that they're waterproof, but you can hose them down.
But the Pentax ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joe, how do you know yours is waterproof?
Mine's waterproof because I don't put it in water.
Yeah.
Water? Did you just say waterproof?
Waterproof.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the same way that I'm shark proof because I don't put my fat ass in water. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you could have Sharknado. You just falling out of the sky and attacking you. You never know.
the easiest way not to get eaten by sharks is not to be in the damn water. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just avoid the water.
Yeah.
That keeps me away from sharks. You know.
So anybody get any new other than Joe getting a new Phase 1 camera, which I'm sure will show up next week? Anybody else? Any new equipment?
I bought 2 step-up rings for my filters.
Okay.
I
Good.
ordered
All right.
those.
That's a nice affordable purchase. Not
you get free 2-day shipping with that camera.
No, it cost me $8, and that was all it cost.
Oh,
okay. That's not bad. Wes,
Yeah.
any new lenses? Nothing?
No new lenses, but iPhone 10.
oh, look at
Oh,
you!
okay, so you got a new camera.
And
Yeah.
you got an Apple
waterproof.
case too, huh?
Now watch that video. Dump it in the
Amazon
water. And it charges fast up in the microwave. Just put it in there for a few seconds.
Is
It'll
that
be
the
fine.
Pro? That's the Pro?
Yeah, the Pro Max.
Nice.
Thinking about getting that, man, purely because of the battery life. I actually have the iPhone X, which is now 2 years old, and you know,
Wow.
and now people don't. This was the first $1,000 phone, and no one bats an eye at them now, right? Just 2 years later.
Yeah, Joe, isn't the 11 out now?
Yeah, that's what Wes just showed us, right?
The 11X. So is it what's the screen size on it? Is it like 5 and 5.6 inches, something like that?
6.5, I think.
and it's got and then the battery life is how much better?
They say like 5 more hours or something, but I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
The reviewers say it goes all day, even if you're a heavy user. So
Okay.
I am an extremely heavy user. I am the minute I heard about that battery life, I was like, man, maybe I'll get one.
did
now
you put
yours-
iOS 13 on yet? Because that's supposed to help a lot too.
No, I haven't. So what's the cameras like on that?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's the telephoto lens got faster. It's an f2 instead of an f2.8, and then it has the new ultra wide, which is like a 13 millimeter camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got two lenses basically in it.
Three.
lenses.
Wow.
3 lenses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got 3 on the back, and then there's 2 on the front. But one's
Yeah.
a regular camera, and the other one's the infrared camera for the
Okay.
face.
So
sun.
have you tried the feature yet where you can snap a photo and then in hindsight switch it from wide angle to zoomed in to have you?
I have that feature turned off right now, so I haven't tried it yet.
Oh,
But yeah, that's an option in the settings you can turn on and off.
Pretty cool.
I don't really want it to save three versions of every photo I take.
Okay. So if you have that turned on, it basically saves 3 versions, and then you can pick and choose. Yeah.
now did
So
you
what did you
go?
have before? What did you upgrade from? A 7?
I had the 7 Plus, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so you waited a while before you upgraded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This
it's
is the first time they've really done something revolutionary with the cameras, in my opinion, because the 7 Plus had 2 cameras, and the 10X has had 2 cameras, so it wasn't really that different.
Mm.
So do you find you might use that iPhone camera more than your regular camera?
No,
No.
it's still it's still some of the pictures I shared. You can show some
Yeah.
of the problems that are still issues with smartphone cameras, but it's better. It's better than my iPhone 7.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
It's still not. I'm not going to be getting rid of any of my digital, real cameras anytime soon.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what about the video? The video was upgraded as well.
Yeah, it does. Well, I guess it does 4K 60 now
Yeah,
instead of
60 was
4K 30.
right.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's and so it'd be interesting if a lot of people I'm sure people do YouTube 4K on their iPhones all the time. So with the 4K 60 should be even a little smoother.
Yeah.
They've gotten so much better over the last, I don't know, 6-7 years.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, lots of photography purchase. That's it's got a camera and it's an upgraded camera from what you had before. I mean,
An expensive one, man. That's an $1,100 camera.
Yeah. More. I think it was more than that. I got the 256.
Oh, you got
they
the
don't cost them because they
256?
just pay the finance each
Yeah,
month.
because the base one only comes with 64 gigs.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's not enough.
That's
You
like
want
a
28K?
$1,200 camera, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah. They're giving me $200 back for my iPhone 7. So
oh yeah. Oof.
I got $200 off of it, but still it's
okay.
over $1,100.
Well, you had your iPhone 7 for what? Almost 3 years? Over 3 years?
It's basically 3 years. I got it when it came out. So
Okay.
it's been 3 years since that phone was released.
Okay. All right. So yeah, and your plan is probably to keep this until the next major improvement, if at all possible, I would imagine.
Yeah. Probably at least 2 years, if not 3 years.
Mhm.
3 or 4
Now, how
years.
about you, Joe? You've had yours for 2 years. Is the battery life still pretty solid?
Oh, mine's horrific. Mine is
Yeah.
they must have updated it not too long ago because it got a little better. But I use mine constantly.
All the day, all time. Yeah.
All day. I use it when I look at my screen time app. I can
It
go.
says, "What the hell are you doing, Joe?"
Yeah, really. I mean, I am on my average is 7-8 hours a day. That's my average for being on my device because I use it for GPS. It's
Yeah.
You know,
That's how you get around for your work, basically.
yeah, I'm a city driver. I drive, 12 to 14 hours a day, and so that's what I do. Yeah, the weeks like my usage was down 9% over previous weeks because that little bit is the difference in some of the places that I already knew where I was going from where I was at. you know. But then there's other weeks where I'm up like as much as 30% because you know what I'm saying. So
Going all two places. Yeah, you don't know how to get where you're going.
I use my phone. My phone is on 7 to 8 hours a day. I am a heavy. I won't even go into how much data I use.
Yeah.
Speaking of battery life,
I am that guy.
when the hurricanes recently came in, people who own Teslas noticed that they could drive a little further with their Teslas. That's because Elon Musk flipped the switch that allowed the owners of Teslas to use the full potential of their batteries.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're actually the battery life of the Teslas are being dumbed down.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they reduce the range, so you don't utilize the full battery, and that helps in battery management. So it doesn't. Yeah. But you're right. They can essentially just flip a switch in the firmware and allow you to use the whole battery. I think it's like probably like 85. That you only use like 85% or something of the battery capacity.
Yeah, you know what? Now when you think about it, I think it's not necessarily for nefarious reasons. It's basically to keep the battery from destroying itself. Because if you let your lithium batteries go down to, let's say, 1%, 2% on your phone, it'll kill the battery real quick.
Yeah, and that's what they don't want. Yeah, because they don't want to be replacing a $20,000 battery pack by having people. So in my car, I mean, I've got the Volt, and it has the stated capacity is 10.5 kilowatt hours, but the actual battery capacity is closer to 14. But you can't access that as the owner. So what the software is doing is managing that balance. So you never, even when you're down to zero, you're not down to zero. You still have 20% capacity. So you're not burning out the cells early. Last thing they want is to replace a big battery pack in 5 years.
Or whenever it's under warranty,
Yeah, and they came with an 8-year warranty, so they got to make sure it lasts at least 8 years. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but they don't do that with phones. So. That's always the thing that gets me. That's what forces me to change phones is the battery. Just you get to the point where you can't get more than a couple hours out of it. Your battery's just going down so fast you can barely use it.
I try not to let mine go down too low, below about 20%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you keep it above 20%, and if you can stop from charging at 100% too, you can kind of keep it in that using that middle 80%.
I put mine on the charge every night.
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Full charge.
Yeah, this one they said it has a new feature where if you like charge it overnight, it'll charge up to 80%. And then it learns when you wake up, and it'll charge the last little bit right before you wake up, so it doesn't overdo it.
Okay, yeah, that's
smart.
That's smart. Yeah. Well, good. So Wes, you got a new camera, new photography. Dennis, anything new? No,
right not.
No. Joe's got his phase 1 showing up. I didn't buy anything new. No equipment for me. Wes has got a new camera, and I guess we take a look at some of those images, because you did post a bunch of images that you took with the camera, right? So okay, let's take a look at that, because Simi is posted a few too. That guy's out. Let's go there. Okay, let's share this screen and see what we got. And Dennis, you had a good trip to I'm assuming to the south, Southland.
Looks like it's nice weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather was terrific. Yeah,
it looks like it was very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So this was that was the last one from last week. One of my few images. Silver Sands, Milford.
Oh, you took some images?
Yeah, I did.
Whoa.
You didn't see it, Joe, did you?
No.
See this one? We found some bighorn sheep in a night. See this guy up here in the corner?
Oh yeah, what is that?
It's Bigfoot. I found Bigfoot in college.
Oh yeah, that is.
I wanted to be like Dennis, and Dennis says fake up my image. So I put
that's really disappointing, Mark. Are you telling me it's fake?
Yeah, I'm admitting it.
No, the only thing would have been better is if there would have been a moon in the background.
Yeah,
It's true, Joe.
Shopping cart. In a
Shopping cart.
No, the sheep, the Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep would have it be pushing a shopping cart.
Yeah.
I can still do that. Yeah. Just another layer. It's just another layer in Photoshop.
Yeah, just another layer, exactly.
So yeah, but this is my semi-artistic shot. Actually, not bad, but a few images. That was before Denver. But yeah, then we get to this guy that just doesn't have any. No, it's not showing. It's not showing. Whatchamacallit, exit data on mine. Let me read.
I see it. Try reloading it.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. 30 seconds. So another sunset. Yeah. No, early morning, sunrise.
Yeah, sunrise. Yeah.
Very low enough for the sandbar to be usable. Oh, twice a day, taking a moment to drink in this view before moving on.
Did you use any filters,
What's that, Jim?
James? Do you use any filters?
I with this, he probably had some kind of ND filter on here, I would bet.
Oh, please, yes.
And a polarizing, and maybe a polarizing too.
Yeah.
He's got that 10 stop, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 30 seconds. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't see, but then when you get, if this would have been 600 seconds, that would have been a 10 stop. This is maybe just a polarizing at this point, maybe. But okay, so he says, yeah, so in low tide, this little sandbar here, I guess you can take it all the way out to that island. You don't want to get stuck out there, but but yeah, once again, the colors are just the blue hour. Okay, another shot. Yeah. Ooh, this is nice. 1.6 seconds. Relatively quick. Get the clouds reflected in the
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They get those nice clouds happening right
got
there.
these
That's
right
cool.
there in the tide pool. Yeah, that's nice. And this was taken, just last week. He is, what is he calling this? Free. A shell fishing cage lies stuck in the mud. Oh, that's what that is. That's for catching probably clams or something. Yeah. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, the colors are great. The blue hour. Got to get up early for that. And this one. Still playing hide and seek as I line up next to the jetty. Almost covered most days. Okay, so yeah, once again, still low tide. About midway. This is, only half a second.
Slacking.
Yeah, getting lazy.
He stayed out too late.
Yeah. A little I see it's hungover photography. So I just gotta get this shot. So half a second's all I can take. Yeah, no, he's fantastic. Ooh, this is interesting. I like this. So is this a dead man fingers, a type of seaweed? Huh.
Oh yeah. Let that seaweed wrap around your leg there. You'd be freaking out.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that looks just like a tree stump or something, branches, but it's actual seaweed.
That was always the creepiest feeling, man, when you're swimming at the beach and that seaweed wraps around you.
Yeah.
And you're just like, ah! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The creepiest feeling, man. Oh my God.
Soft glow of the morning.
Because I don't know about that seaweed, but the seaweed, where I grew up in LA was like plasticky. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that kelp. Yeah, that kelp, and it's like brown and
yeah. And it has like those bubbles on it or something. Those I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah. So I guess this must be when the tide's up. The things must kind of float up, and it kind of looks like a bush or something. I guess the water would lift these up, and it would be kind of inverted when the water's up. Huh? That's I never knew about that seaweed. Now I do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
This is Nicholas.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, this is a nice photo. Has been removed group because it does not have 6,000 views. Oh, he added it to the wrong group. Got shot down. You can add it to our group, Nicholas. That's what is 25 seconds. Taken last year. So he did a little light painting there on it's a windmill of some kind. Yeah. They did a little light painting on that. And then the Milky Way. Oh, and he got a couple of
stars falling or something.
Yeah, comets or something. Yeah, that's a great shot.
That is good stuff. I like that.
Yeah, that is very nice. And this was 6D with the 16 to 35.
These are the type of, it doesn't happen too much with color photography as much as it does like with black and white, but these kind of images are timeless almost, right? I mean, you have a hard time unless you know stars really well and you're like, hello, obviously this is from because blah blah blah. Some idiot like me that don't know one white dot from another is just like, yeah, this is a cool photo and I don't know when this was ever taken,
Yeah.
And you're gonna get actually guy going, well, actually, because this is right here, and hello, you see that stars right there and there, and it has to be from
Yeah. He didn't. It wasn't on a. He didn't have a tracking mount because you can see the 25 seconds is long enough to get these little the little smudges. The
Right.
stars actually move a little bit in 25 seconds. But that's a great shot. I mean, you get just kind of the heart of the star cloud there, Milky Way. Coming through, and it's going in a nice direction, kind of top left, bottom right. You get this wind object. It could be almost anything in here to a certain extent, just to kind of set off, give some perspective to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's neat. That's one thing I haven't. We don't really get this kind of sky here. Got to go up into the mountains. He's probably up in the hills somewhere to get this.
Yeah, I haven't done this since I was in Albuquerque.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the best spots. I mean, dry air, higher altitude. Yeah, anywhere out west, this would be. Get away from the lights a little bit, and yeah, you can get this in the right time of year. And September, you still get the summer Milky Way. Yeah, and no moon. It's probably like a new moon, so you're not getting moonlight covering everything up. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Flu's not big.
Oh, you know what I'm going to say? This would be a black and white right here. This would be great. Tons of. If he'd have brought out some more texture on that, those rocks that are off, right there.
Up here.
Yeah, just brought out a little more of that texture, and then you make this into black and white. This would really be cool.
Yeah,
but it's nice now.
You got this little bridge, this little arch.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. This would be nice. This would be nice with that phase 1 camera in black and white mode.
Or you know what?
I think Nicholas needs to get one.
He could let Simi do his little thing to this because, Simi would be bringing out that little arch deal over there. That is cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite. You have to look that way, and then you happen to notice it in the photo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you could do kind of a spot adjustment right there to kind of bring that out, increase the clarity a little. Maybe not the brightness, but maybe just a little more clarity around.
Yeah, it deserves attention, and then with the way it's lit and everything because of the sun right there, like that. Putting in more contrast here and there, doing some dodging and burning
right around here. Yeah,
really would have brought that out. It deserves a little attention.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a beautiful shot. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, where is it? Yeah,
and I don't understand. I'm assuming this is. It doesn't look like French. Maybe it's Flemish. I don't know. Belgium. Because this is if you run into this guy, Dennis, he probably knows what a sour beer is.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
he probably knows what a sour ale is. But yeah, that's a nice shot. Oh, okay, now we get to. Okay, so this is the train station, right? That you were going, or is this at south or north? Is this at the end of the line?
the south coast of England. This
Okay. Brighton. Okay.
I mean, Jimmy's obviously been down there, haven't you?
Hang on, I was looking at sour beer. Hold on.
Brighton.
You've been to Brighton?
Yeah, Brighton used to have its name there. You used to take your bird there on the weekends.
That's right. And of course, this is where Quadrophenia was filmed.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Better explain to the others what a bird is.
A bird.
Yeah.
Is it this? Is it like that or what?
No, it's your girlfriend, you know?
It's a nickname for a female.
No.
It's really a bird.
Yeah.
It's a bird, yeah. This is my bird or my tart, you know, whatever one you want to use.
Or my lass.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Well,
you
that
go.
would be-
There you go, Joe.
I don't know too many women that would like being called a bird here, huh?
A
I
bird.
mean, I don't know how well that would fly here.
Probably.
I've never heard of
How
tart
that would
before.
fly. That's good.
I've heard it's hard.
Worse than be called a bird.
That's
You know,
it,
it's hard. That's an old school saying here.
Yeah, this is my bird. This is my bird. When you're introducing your girlfriend, you know?
You know what? Actually, the more you say that, I feel like I've seen that like in a 30s movie or something. Yeah.
The Beatles, their Blackbird song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have heard that. The more I hear you say it, the more I'm like, yeah, it's an old school thing, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
You see, what I liked about this station is built by the Victorians. You see up the ironwork, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. As soon as they put this line down to the south coast, this is where all the rich people had their seaside houses, you know?
Okay.
The really rich people with the staff, you know, the butlers and the...
So is it still a stony, a pebble beach?
Yeah, still got a really stony beach. Yeah.
And there used to be a nudist beach as well, didn't it?
Yeah, they're still there, the nudist beach, yeah. You can go naked on the seafront, yeah.
So how naked were you there, Dennis?
Well, I don't like to go naked because I haven't got time to sign autographs.
Plus, there's nowhere to keep the pen.
Yeah.
No, there is only one pin, isn't there, Dennis?
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't want to get your tip broken.
Yeah.
Right. This is the British Airways I-360.
Okay.
This
So
is
is it a observation platform up here?
yeah, and it goes up and down like a lift.
Okay.
It goes up 400 feet.
Oh wow. Okay, so this goes up and down on that, and then does it spin around too?
No, it doesn't spin around. You can walk the 360. You can get inside and and there's a bar up there. It's the tallest bar in Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can get something to eat up there. They do yoga lessons and loads of
really?
It looks like it's glass top and bottom, so you walk on like a little catwalk and you can look down and.
Yeah, no, it is massive inside. I put some photos of the inside up there.
Okay.
And, yeah, they dug out 70,000 tons of beach to put the foundations in for this.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a yeah. Well, you got to make sure you got a good foundation for this. Yeah.
Oh, you bet. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay. So
Whoa.
this is inside. Cool.
This is inside, yeah.
Oh, that is. Oh, I could be enjoying this pint right now, right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get a sour beer, but you can definitely get a pint. Yeah,
Stuff a lager.
yeah,
Oh, this is a
champagne.
beautiful day. Look at
That
that.
is awesome. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Look at
Great
that.
spot for a fish on Lansing.
Yeah, I reckon you could get like over 100 people inside this.
Yeah, it's pretty good size.
Now,
So
how
you were
wide
down
were you here? This you did a good job capturing this. This is pretty
Yeah,
good.
I used a 15 mil on this.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Sony. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. Yeah, you got nice, almost a full 180 degree. I mean, it's pretty close.
Now, explain to me the ventilation and everything, because that's all glass.
Yeah,
man.
it was fully air conditioned.
So it was comfortable.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, the sun was really shining. The weather in Brighton last week was superb. It's like summer had come back.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, but summer is not really that hot anyway, is it?
No, but it was about 24 degrees. So
Still pretty.
bad for September.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like in the 70s. Yeah. That's comfortable. Yeah.
Wow, that is.
Neat. That's a neat.
man.
That's
I
a neat.
would-
That's a neat shot. And I like how you got it framed and.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very. You feel like I feel like if I went there tomorrow, that's what it would be like. I mean, it's going to
Mhm.
be no different than that.
You should offer this to the i360 people. You could put it on their webpage. That's nice. Yeah, I mean that's like a good promo, and that's a promo.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you've got people, families, and groups of people enjoying themselves, individuals in the background and doing their thing. You've got the bartenders, chatting it up there.
It's like a, as we say, what, a Chamber of Commerce day, nice and sunny and blue skies.
Yeah, I tell you, you can't feel it move. It goes right down into the ground when you get on board. Then
Uh-huh.
it goes up like 400 feet, and then it stays up there for about 10 minutes before it starts the descent.
Huh.
Yeah.
So did you finish a beer in time?
Oh yeah. You can have a bottle of champagne.
You gotta have the beer done by the time we hit
Yeah.
the
So you have one going up, one coming down.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have a lager going up and a sour beer coming down.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's a neat shot. Okay, so here we are walking.
Yeah. I walk the 360. You know,
Uh-huh.
it is quite large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good, that's a good
Does
size.
it make you nervous looking outside?
No, it's you can't even feel it moving. It moves so slowly. It's like an anti-gravity thing, you know. It's just
Uh-huh.
if you was on the deck of the Enterprise, this would be what it was like, you know.
Yeah.
It's just the thought of standing that high up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not as high as a jet, but you do get a pretty good view.
That's cool, man.
I think the thing that helps is the floor is solid. If it was like a graded floor and you could look down through, that would freak a lot of people out. I
Yeah.
think.
If it was a glass floor, that'd be more
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
So what did it cost to go on that?
£15.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
That's one of those things that you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I have London. It's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah. If you went on the Millennium Wheel, I think it's dearer. Yeah. But this was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. When was it built? How old is this thing?
I'm not sure. It could be like 10 years.
Okay.
Might not be that old, but it's been very successful.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, it gives a great view. I mean, you can see a long ways from. You could probably see London from here.
Oh
Right?
yeah. Easy. Yeah.
Well, London's what, 52 miles?
Yeah, it's 50 miles from Brighton. Yeah. So,
Okay. Yeah. On a day like this, yeah. I mean, it's flat. It's pancake flat. There's not many hills. So.
London's Brighton itself's not flat. There's plenty of hills to walk up. But,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. I live 35 miles from London, so I've got to go into London to get a train to the south.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got the Thames Estuary in the way.
Yep. Okay.
Wow. Now, this is the West Pier in Brighton,
Okay.
and it's a Victorian pier, and it was twice attacked by arson attack in the 70s.
Huh.
For the first part of the pier burned down, and then in the same year, someone set fire to the back there, which was the theatre,
Okay.
and it was completely destroyed, and it was supposed to have been rebuilt with lottery money, but they withdrew the funding. So it's been like this ever since, and they say it is the most photographed thing in Brighton.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? It'd be interesting seeing the other people's photograph, see what perspective they took.
Yeah, I mean, this is all over Brighton. This is part of the thing now. You know, they got the other pier. They got two piers anyway. But this is the burnt down one. They said that in the end, the sea will reclaim it. You know, all the iron. So.
Yeah. Eventually, it'll just corrode away and then fall into the ocean. Yeah. Oh, that's neat. That's a neat shot, though. I like the colors. Nice and lots of blue and yeah.
I did exaggerate the colours a bit because
Yeah.
the waters around the English channels are not that blue.
I know. I thought that was funny.
It looks like it looks like the Mediterranean there, huh?
Yeah, it's more like the Caribbean, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so the bandstand.
Yeah, this is the bandstand. Yeah.
Now, do you take these with your what's that then?
Yeah, this one was the 50 mil, the Voigtlander 1.
Because you do a lot of your photos with that, don't you?
Yeah, but it's a small lens. It weighs half of what my 65 mil weighs, but it's a very fast lens. It's an f1.2.
Right.
So you never need to worry about anything. You know, you can take pictures in the dark.
Pretty
So
much.
is that your go-to lens?
Yeah, this was taken. Look at the speed on this one. It's about 0.008 of a second.
6400th. Yeah, pretty fast.
I've taken a few along the front there, and I didn't have an ND filter with me, so the camera was like shut right down, and it was still overexposing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's such a fast lens.
What did you pay for your lens?
I bought it second hand. I paid about 500 for it.
Right.
That's pretty nice. That's a good price for that.
Yeah, I think new there got about 850.
Yeah.
But they only came out last year, so they can't be that old.
Oh,
Yeah, this is what happens when you've got the plans upside down.
upside down house.
Yeah.
Nice little tourist attraction there. How much did it cost to go upside down in a house? Probably $500.
That's about £5 to get in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's crazy.
$5.
So what
But
is the idea of it being upside down? Someone was strong.
Well, when you go in there, you are actually like walking on ceilings because the furniture's above you, and
Okay. Yeah.
it's quite fun.
That's neat. But yeah, I mean the day. I mean, which is perfect for these colors. I mean, it's just really nice. It came out nice.
Right, this is the next seaside town down. This is Eastbourne. You must have been there as well, Jimmy.
Yeah, I've been all over.
Yeah, the pier. Yeah, I think the pier's 120 years old, built by the Victorians again. Most seaside towns around the UK all wanted a pier.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, when the railway came, they wanted a pier at the seaside.
Yeah.
Have you been to Dorset?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, I've been everywhere in this country.
So this is a theater out here then, probably at the end of the pier.
Eastbourne's got lots of theatres. Yeah, all the shows on the end of the pier. See, the one down the road where I live here, the longest pier in the world, that used to have a massive theatre on the end, but again, fire. Sometimes that always catching light. These.
Yeah. That's neat. And they're drinking a proper British beer right here, Corona Extra.
I think it's English.
This could be on the Caribbean coast of Mexico here, right?
Yeah. Well, this seaside town of Eastbourne is noted for the old age pensioners and the retired people to go to.
Okay.
I was walking along the seafront, and I was the youngest one for miles.
Yeah.
You're up there.
Yeah, I'm up there. I'm up there with the retired people now. Yeah, that gives you a little idea of the thing going.
Oh, okay. Of the scale of the thing. Yeah, it looks like a giant UFO attached to a big pole. Oh, that's neat. And you got nice reflection in there too. I mean, that's
Yeah, and this was taken wide open. I think this is 0.008 of a second, is it?
Yeah, this is 8,000. Yeah.
So it's f1.2.
Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't shut the camera down much. Sunny day.
Yep. Oh, that's neat. That's a neat, nice composition there. Yeah, you kind of get an idea how big that is in comparison to the ticket bill. Because you got this person here, which gives you an idea of how big this is and then how big that is.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many it will carry, but I think you could easily get 100 people inside that.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Dennis, did you say you had to travel into London and catch a train out?
Yeah, because you can't get a train because we got the Thames in the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I live down near Southend-on-Sea,
right.
and we've got the Thames estuary going right up through London. So you've got to get up to London's across it.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised they haven't put a bridge across it.
Yeah, we got a bridge at Dartford, but there's no train. The trains are up to London. Yeah, I put this one on to show you the kind of architecture in Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah, these buildings would cost a fortune. At one time,
They're basically like condominiums or apartments or whatever.
yeah, there'd be apartments now, but when they were built, they were probably one house. Each section would be a complete house with the staff, kitchen staff in the basement.
Mhm.
And the staff lived in.
Upstairs, downstairs. You ever see that?
Yeah, upstairs, downstairs, literally. Yeah, these are the kind of houses you'll find around Hyde Park in London.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty wealthy to live in one of these.
Mhm.
London, they go for millions.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Huh.
Yeah, it's all like Regency and Victorian, Georgian. The town.
Mhm. Huh.
So that's a house, huh? Or it would have been a house.
Yeah.
There are a load of houses.
Well, that would have been a row of houses built.
Yeah, like row houses.
This is a
So,
square. This is
So
a
a
square.
typical one particular unit might be 2 or 3 windows wide, basically.
Yeah, you see the front door. You see where a front door is. Then
Okay.
yeah, you would have a basement, and you would go up. The staff would be in the top floor, live in the rooms at the top.
Yeah, with the little windows. Yeah,
Balcony as well.
yeah, yeah. So they park the cars down in the basement.
Yeah,
Live in-
there'd be a really wide park there. We see this grass.
Mhm.
There would be the buildings going on the other side. It would be a complete square,
Mhm.
and the open bit is looking at the seafront, so everyone gets a view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the bricklaying is pretty good, isn't it? Because that comes around in a curve, and
Oh yeah. No, it's it's nice, nicely built. I mean, it's yeah. Looks like they're in good shape too, and yeah, you probably pay a nice chunk of money to live there.
yeah, you would. I should imagine this is a preservation area where you can't do much with the outside. It will have to be a certain colour. The front probably.
Yeah. Historic.
Windows not allowed to be changed. Everything has to match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Now,
got a UFO attack here.
yeah, I was lucky here. These UFOs actually buzzed the south coast of England, and I had my camera with me.
Yeah, wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Amazing what your lens can do.
That is such luck.
Yeah.
So you took the is this a slice from the i360?
Yeah, this is the i360. I cloned out the tower.
Okay.
I changed the specs
Pasted it.
on it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's a neat shot. And yeah, this is the West Pier again. The one that burned down. Okay, so we got Bigfoot one week, UFOs the next. See, we're just catching all the rare stuff.
And
Right here, breaking news. Right
you
here.
can- I never fake this up at all. This is genuine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next week we'll have Bigfoot riding the UFO.
Yeah. Bigfoot will be underneath one of those with a shopping trolley. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. That's a good.
And that's without drinking the sour beer.
Yeah, that's without drinking, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine that.
Okay, so this is okay. Yep, iPhone 11 Pro Max.
So this is the new ultra wide camera.
Okay.
It's kind of showing. I think it's a pretty good photo. Showing the detail and stuff, and
Yeah,
it turned out pretty well.
it's not too distorted on. I mean, it's
Yeah, you get a little bit of distortion around the edges, but it's pretty good.
yeah.
And how close were you, Wes? With
Maybe only a few inches away from the end of the boards there.
Okay.
wow.
So it's what like what's the equivalent? Like a 13 millimeter? You said?
Yeah, they're saying it's a 13 millimeter equivalent.
Yeah. I could believe that. Yeah. No, that's nice. I mean, you're not going to get that with like a basic point and shoot. So
Yeah.
for if you're just out and about, just for a typical person. It's,
How's it funded, Wes? Does it take loads of pictures and then stitch them all together?
Yes, it does. If it's a low light situation, it'll do that automatically.
Right.
Yeah, how's the low light? That's another thing I wanted to ask.
We'll get to that. I got
Okay. That's going on.
some examples of that.
Yeah. Okay.
This is kind of what I thought was an example of it's kind of over processed. All these pictures
Oh,
are
yeah.
straight out of the phone.
Okay. So you didn't do anything to
I
them.
didn't do
Okay.
anything to them. It tried to blur out the background, which is all right. But like if you look real closely, it's like it looks kind of smeary, like at the base of the
Yeah.
flowers. and
Yeah,
stuff.
right around here. Yeah, like the colors
Yeah,
bleed.
Over sharpened, and yeah.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's not you're not going to be selling your camera, as I said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, for 95% of people that have this phone, this is their camera now. I mean,
Yeah. And they would probably be happy with a picture like
yeah,
this.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, they don't pick at it.
And
Like,
look at the image is only on that 4-inch, 5-inch screen. You
Mhm.
can't see any of the details.
Yeah, you'll never notice that.
So it'll look great.
Yeah. On the phone it looks fine.
You blow it up and yeah. But yeah, I mean, it gets lots of color. I mean, it's a nice camera to have for snapshots. Kind of. Oh, okay. That's a neat perspective. I like that.
Yeah. This is the ultra wide again, and it does do well as far as like dynamic range. I've noticed as well. It doesn't blow out things like the older ones did.
Yep.
So
Yeah. I mean, that's
It's actually pretty cool.
mhm.
yeah. That's a neat. Yeah, it's a good quality camera. I mean, this is better than the old one, I'm sure. Okay, so this is a low light. Okay, so you got
this is with the iPhone 7.
Okay.
And the room is actually darker than it shows here. It's brightened it up a good bit. It's a very dark room.
Mm-hmm.
So this is with the 7.
A quarter of a second. Okay. Okay. And then you did the same shot with the.
So you
Wow.
get a lot more detail. It's brought up a lot of the shadows a lot more.
Yeah.
Where it takes 5 pictures to start out with to denoise, and then it takes your shot when you hit the shutter button, and then it takes an overexposed and an underexposed
Oh, okay. So it's giving yeah.
to merge.
you set that up to do that, or is it automatic?
It automatically detects when it's in a low light situation and does
So
it.
you don't have to go into thing and select the low light. It just
Yeah.
knows. Yeah.
And all of these were handheld. Were you braced in any way, or
I was braced against like a piece of wood.
okay?
Okay. Yeah. But
And
yeah.
how long does it take to make that shot? It's just a standard
It's
shot.
instant. Yeah, you don't even notice that it's happening.
That's good.
That's damn well. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, yeah, that's something that once again, yeah, it's very useful. It's like for documenting where you're at and travel. Yeah, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. But yeah, I mean, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Does it take a long time for the phone to process that shot?
No, not at all. Like I said, it was instant. It's like nothing. It's like I just taken one shot.
Wow.
Okay. So you hit the button, you look at your phone, and there's the image. Okay.
Right.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big difference between
Mm-hmm.
the 7 and the 11.
Yeah.
there.
I mean, there's good. I mean, detail down here and the rug on the floor. You
Yeah,
can
you
see
can look at like the
you can
texture
see
on the wood
gray.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the texture back here in the corner. You know.
Everything's everything. It's thanks for doing that, Wes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
So you're going to go out and buy one, Joe?
I probably eventually will. Yeah, not right away, but I eventually will. Just like I say, if anything, just for the battery life, it'd really be beneficial.
Mm-hmm. No, that's, and on the plus side, you can actually make a phone call with it too.
And you can actually make a phone call with these things. It's insane, right?
It's amazing.
I didn't know you could do that.
That's
Yeah.
just crazy. It honestly feels like they put no energy whatsoever into the actual phone calls, right? Because we still have the same issues
Oh
that
yeah,
we do with the phone call, The phone calls are horrible.
Yeah.
They don't even talk about it anymore.
No, I mean,
No,
and
the phone is just the phone. Yeah.
I try to have phone calls with people, and it's ridiculous how unreliable a phone call is. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me just FaceTime you. It is easier. And that's something like, yeah, let me.
I like using that as well.
Mhm.
My relatives over there.
So, okay, so this is Tim with the 60. Taken just a couple days ago.
Tim's been up in London because he's on the south bank of the Thames.
Yep.
Just off London Bridge there.
Okay.
This is nice, man. I like
Yeah.
this.
This is such a good time of the day to shoot these types of shots.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because you got the lights on, but you still have nice blue color in the sky. It's not this
Yeah.
black void.
Mhm.
Yeah, really good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's
Mhm.
it's a good photo, and where he chose to shoot this is nice. You know what I'm saying? You're not seeing too much of the crane on that building over there, and it's nice. The colors, like
Yep.
Frank was saying, it's good.
Full frame. Yeah.
The only thing I would say to make this even better would be to crop out a little bit of the water, because there's a lot of negative space that really isn't adding a whole lot to the image. Or wait for a boat to come by or something. But if shorter, a more had a different aspect ratio, I think it would be even a better shot.
Yeah. Well, what might have added to it is if it wasn't 1/15 of a second, if it was, even possibly 1 full second,
Yeah, that would be even better.
would have creamed out that water a little bit and made it just that little bit. I know what Frank's saying. Yeah.
No, I agree.
But no, the colors are great. Yeah, and it's like you said, it's right at that time of day where you get all the things that you would get at night without the totally dark sky. Yeah.
It's
And
a
yet
great
another
shot.
thing you could do, you could take another shot, but this time you set your camera to, like, say, f/22, and then you get, instead of having the nice tight lights of the street lamps, you get the star effect,
Yeah.
and then you just blend the two images together.
Yeah.
You can do that too.
That would even add more of an interesting element to the image.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a nice
Yeah, nice.
nice shot. This is Michael, Social Health Support Act for Ariana Grande. Sweetener World Tour, taken with his iPhone 8.
Look at all the
Amsterdam.
phones, and so was every other phone on the planet.
Yeah, look at all the phones. There's that shot there. There's a shot there. There's a shot.
Same shot. Yeah.
That's actually what makes this shot is all these other shots.
All the other shots. You know what? That's a good example. This one shot is a good example of, look at everybody getting the same shot, and look what they have. Look what they actually have.
Mm-hmm.
Look how many different perspectives. In the 5 cameras that I can see right in this shot,
Mhm.
they all have a different perspective.
Yeah.
On the
Right.
same
Got that one
scene.
there. You got that.
They're framing it differently. They're you know what I'm saying? Like they're composing it differently.
Yeah.
And quite a few of those are iPhones.
Yeah.
So they're
All of them are
they're
iPhones.
using the same equipment at the same scene, the same moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're
a
all
great that's a great photo. You know, to see, look, this is how different standing even shoulder to shoulder with somebody shooting the same thing at
Yeah.
the same exact time. This is how different your perspective can be. This is
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Good shot.
That's this. If it was just that, it would have
Yeah.
been that's just not shot. But then you see like this is the story right here.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
For us, that's the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
But, yeah. I mean, that's what makes it a photograph, not not just an image. Yeah. Well, cool. That's some good stuff. Wes, congrats on the new camera that happens to make phone calls.
Hmm.
It looks like it does a good job. I mean, mean, I wouldn't complain about that. I mean, it does better than the phone on my. The camera on my Android phone. That's for sure. And that was a big step up for me from what I had before. But yeah, I mean, this thing is the one I have now. This is almost 2 years old. So it's amazing.
Having some wave burst from Hot Butcher for the World.
What is that?
It's another big juicy hazy IPA, but
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Now you can
IPA with-
confuse Dennis even more.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
What?
It's not
Yeah.
sour. It's
No, I know what
hazy.
IPA is. You're okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the IPA you got, though.
It's not. Yeah, hazy IPAs is a whole nother thing. Yeah.
Now that's Joe had the brewery send that to him. I was in Chicago a month and a half ago.
He couldn't find
Hot Butcher for everywhere I went. They supposedly had. I was like, oh man, we don't get it. I mean, it comes in and it's gone in half a day. I went 3 different
What's it
places.
called again?
What's that? Frank?
What is it called?
The brewery is called Hop Butcher for the World.
Yeah.
Hot Butcher for the World. I wonder if it's sold here on the West Coast.
No,
No.
they are pretty much a local to Chicago only.
Yeah.
So they distribute, they do cakes to a few bars in the area, but
And
most
me.
canning and they release, and they send some to Joe. Yeah,
I'm lucky.
I was literally next door to the brewery, but the brewery doesn't give tours. So I'm next door to the brewery at a bottle shop. I'm like, we just had some a couple of days ago. We might get some next week, but we don't have any right now.
He's next door, and the brewer sends it to me.
Yeah. So.
I'm just fortunate enough to have a relationship. That they reached out to me and they started sending me their beers. It's amazing.
I'm going up there next year. I'll probably be up there next year. And I'm going to drop your name. I'm saying, hey, Joe D said you need to get
Yeah.
you can send it to
Yeah.
Phoenix. Just walk it next door to this place, and I'll have some.
Out of curiosity, Wes, what I know we're pretty much at the end of the photography show here, but what are your thoughts? Have you even tried or played around with Amazon HD Music?
I have not looked into. I mean, I heard about it. I heard the news, and just haven't really explored it.
Yeah.
I don't do that much streaming. I use streaming to like check out new releases mostly.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm going to listen to something, I'm going to pull something from my collection that I already.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got a couple of records. So
you got a few to
I,
pick from there.
I can see that. Yeah.
and I've been ripping all my CDs to Lossless now, so I got a ton of digital stuff too.
Yeah. So your digital library is pretty good. Yeah.
Do you record vinyl as well and listen to that? Are you that guy?
I used to, and I've kind of gotten away from doing that. It's just so time consuming. I'll do, one-offs here or there, something I want to have, but not everything like I used to.
Yeah.
Because from going to the shows, you run into the guy that is very proud to tell you he's got this particular copy of a record and he's only played it 3 times and he's had it 30 years. And he the 3 times he played it, he recorded it. You know what I'm saying? So when you have to listen to it, he listens to the recording of.
He recorded it to reel, and then he recorded it to CD, and then he recorded it to DSD or whatever.
Yeah.
Reel to reel in the 70s, CDs in the 80s, and lossless black in the 2000s.
Yeah, now 24-bit more than likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a trip. I guess I'm the only one that's actually listened to it.
I've listened to it, but I haven't listened to it through my system. I haven't.
So far, the 24-bit, when you actually listen to the Ultra HD, is the way Amazon's labeling it. It's a trip to play their Ultra HD copy, and then to go to Tidal and to play their master quality copy version. And I don't know, I've only tried it with a couple of records so far, but I kind of like Amazon a little better than Tidal.
Yeah.
There's a definite difference.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be interesting. I hope Rune can get together with Amazon. I think it's gonna be.
What is title?
That's your answer right there, Mark.
Title is the well, it's Jay-Z started it actually.
Yeah.
It's a high resolution stream. So it's like
It's like Jay-Z and Neil Young, actually, isn't it? Like, didn't Neil
really?
Young have some? He's not in Title, but he's the one that really was pushing.
yeah.
But wasn't it Neil Young or who was it? It was one of the old school singers, and then kind of pushed for this, and then Jay-Z kind of made it happen on his.
The title's like a higher quality version of Spotify, basically.
Yeah.
So here's my question: how much stuff is actually the really high quality, and how much stuff is just like CD quality? Like, what's the percentage?
They've got. They're saying what, Mark? It's something like, the 3 million songs,
3 to 4 million tracks on high res right now out of 50. So basically 10% of the library is high res out of maybe 4 million out of 50 million. Tracks.
And where does CD fit into this?
16, 20, 44 kilohertz. So.
Yeah, so kind of on. Does Spotify even have a CD quality? No, they're all compressed, right? Spotify.
Yeah, they're all compressed. Yeah.
Same thing with Pandora, I would imagine.
Yeah. Oh, Pandora's not even in the ball game, but
Tidal was one of the ones that streams CD quality at CD quality, so it's not MP3. It's just a lossless file. And then now the thing is to do the high resolution, which you got to question whether even a lot of it, what's supposedly high resolution, whether it really is, or they're just upsampling.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of times CD quality is, if it's true CD quality, it's oftentimes I found I can't tell the difference between high res on Tidal and CD. Now some high res on Tidal you can, and I think that's the real stuff.
Oh man,
not CD that's been kicked up a notch to call it high res.
Mm-hmm.
When it's 24 192, when it's 24,
it's real 24 192.
Yeah, because you get 24 44 1, hard to tell the difference between that and 1644. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
24 44 is still really similar, but boy, once you get into like 24 96, 24 192, dear God.
Yeah,
humongous difference.
If it's real, it's like a really well done HDR photograph.
And then the same thing for DSD. Once you start going into DSD, you get the 2.8, and then you go into the different signals of that.
Still not as good as vinyl, though. Come on, Joe. It's just not as good.
Vinyl is, as you're learning it. We both have new cartridges now.
Yeah.
And wow, right? The vinyl is.
Did you get the?
I put the 110 on Wednesday or Thursday. I've listened to like 3 or 4 albums at this point, and
he's got the ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah, I got the ultrasonic. I did a DIY ultrasonic cleaner, but I do notice a difference. The surface noise off that cartridge is much less than the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of the ambiance or the ringing, like cymbals, strings, that type of thing. It just lingers a little bit longer. So the details just bumped up a little bit, and it should improve. I've only got about 3 or 4 hours on the cartridge now. So
it's not even broken in yet.
Yeah, give me another 15 or 20 hours.
Yeah.
Now, does the tone arm make a whole lot of difference?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, please. The whole thing does.
Yeah.
The whole,
It's
from
amazing.
the minute you plug your darn power wart into the wall, that power wart makes a difference all the way through the whole line there, man.
But the tone arm and the cartridge make as much of a difference as the turntable itself. Just how well it dampens out extraneous noise and vibration.
You're actually listening to the cartridge, to the stylus. I mean, that's what you're listening to. Right?
Yeah.
So that is your main. That is what would you call it, Wes? Probably 80% of your is the cartridge. What percentage would you put on the cartridge?
70 maybe. Yeah, 75.
It's pretty damn high. Yeah.
Turntable another 15, tone arm another 15, and
and it's almost there's almost also like a balance to it also, because you can get like a mismatch between the cartridge and the tone arm, and it doesn't, things
Yeah.
don't right.
It's a lot like tires. A lot like tires on a car.
You can get a cheap turntable and put on a really good tone arm and stylus and have a better system than, let's say, a really expensive turntable.
Like a cheap turntable that it doesn't have much dampening, and it's really lightweight platter, and it's just it's gonna
Speed control isn't good. It's not consistent on the speed.
you're gonna
That's
get noise going into that expensive cartridge, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna help.
It all is a package. You can't.
to a certain extent, to a certain point, just like anything else. But I mean, you can notice a difference between a $100 turntable and a $500 turntable,
Right.
and between a $500 turntable and say a $1,000 turntable. But then, do you really notice the difference between say 1,000 and a 5,000? I don't know. I'll never have a $5,000 turntable. But
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. I might go 2 to 2,500. I might go.
yeah, I could see that range.
But above that, I really can't.
I want to retire at some point, so I can't.
Right. I want to. No. I want to retire and have some cash. Like,
Yeah, sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
So I can buy sour ales. and
yeah.
records.
So I could buy, so I can go, so I can lean against counters and point at people and go, you and your regular logger. What are you doing over there?
Drink a sour ale.
I've got a
Listen to
sour
Vinyl.
ale. Be a real man.
Get real, yeah. Listen to vinyl and drink sour ales. Yeah.
Throw that pinky on out there, man. Have some fun. Live wildly.
All right. I'm gonna shut this show down because I know Joe's getting ready for Sunday Night Football.
You bet I am. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'll probably watch a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna continue to break in my new phono cartridge so I can get superior sound out of it.
I know. I've got a lot to
And
do.
Dennis, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go to your local beer distributor and ask for a sour ale.
So I'm probably going to get a strange look.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ask for a Belgian sour ale. They'll find something for you.
While holding pinky out. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a Belgian sour?
Yeah, just roll down to your Bentley next to another Bentley and roll down the window and ask them if they have any good hazy IPA in there.
All right. Well, everybody, have a great week. Thanks so much for showing up. I appreciate it. And good luck with your surgeon consultation this week, James. Everything goes well there. And everybody enjoy. Go Rams, I guess.
Absolutely.
And Dennis, we want a review of a sour ale next week. We expect nothing less.
Do for you. Well, the shop's not open yet because it's Monday morning.
Okay.
True. Yeah, that's
Get
true.
some sleep. Get up nice and early. Be the first one to the shop. And
Yeah, he's in the.
Yeah.
Or
Ask-
ask him
ask
for a
them.
salty beer too. Yeah.
Ask Tim or Ben what a sour ale. They can get one for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good show. We'll see you
man. Peace out.
next week. Take care.
See ya.
See you guys.
Bye now.